Hi, I need to speak to a manager.
Okay, she's actually out of the office. Is there anything I can do with you?
This is abating my rent,
Cool.
and so if you could sign that, and I'll sign as well.
And you want me to send this?
Yes, it'd be best. I'll sign one, and you sign. I sign both, and I'll sign. That way we both have acknowledgement.
Let me just sign.
Yeah, by all means.
Just give me 1 second. That way I can. All right.
No worries.
So I am not going to sign anything, but I will go ahead and submit a work order, and I'm gonna go.
Well, there should already be several work orders submitted.
Okay.
I mean, because I just signed my lease on the 10th.
Yes,
I haven't received a copy of my lease
Okay.
as well.
And I can definitely grab that
and-
documentation for you.
And at the same time, the agreement, like I was supposed to receive a call on the 11th, or it was supposed to be the Monday. I signed the lease and stuff, and I was supposed to speak to the manager because I was supposed to receive the $75 off per month
Correct.
and whatnot, and I want to make certain that's on there. At the same time, the upstairs neighbors, I feel threatened, harassed, and I got a noise complaint. They need to be substantially violated for threatening, intimidating, harassing,
Okay.
and all that.
Of course, we can definitely do that from our end.
I appreciate it. I mean, I'm sorry for having to take this approach. I apologize for not coming back in on Friday. I think that was just best to.
It's okay. I mean, we were just so busy on Friday, as you can tell. We were kind of helping out other people. So,
Yeah, and no worries. And I just want to try to handle things formally and whatnot, and apologize for any inconveniences.
we apologize from our end as well. So can I submit a work order, and can we work something with your schedule that way we can have meetings in for that time?
Oh, that'd be great. And as far as, like I said, the bathroom, I know they didn't notice any leaking.
So I'm just gonna get a.
Yeah, you're fine. I know they didn't notice any leaking. I hear water dripping behind the walls
Is there a certain pattern that you noticed this
when the water's running.
from your shower?
Not my shower. It's someone else's shower. It could be from someone from the upstairs unit. Being that the plumbing's pretty connected, all right there.
So
I
I'm
don't know
just
if
gonna
it's.
write down all the information, the most detailed, the most information that
Yeah.
I can get. Okay?
Yeah, definitely.
So can you please tell me who's in their shower?
That's correct. And I made
You
an
can hear water, right?
correct. And it sounds like raining in the walls. And from my understanding, it's a possible diverter mixer valve because if once the valve is open, that's when I hear it leaking.
Through the walls, right?
Correct. And not to mention that there's some evidence of water damage. And there's also like...
From the same thing, right?
Correct, yeah. And like, see like how the, up in, like there's cracks up like where the sheetrock meets and stuff.
Yeah.
Like basically the moisture is vaporizing and escaping through that thing. The windows are big thing because, like I said, there's condensation that's developing on there in my window in the bedroom. You can actually see, like when you barely press on it, you can see a gap in everything. And it's also evident with the condensation that's developing on the interior of the building. But other than that, no.
So I'm sorry, could you just give me a little bit more details on what do you mean by it has a gap? Like where exactly?
Pretty much, like, I mean, these windows are newer, but it's like right in here, like right about midway. It's the window where the window meets the window frame. And I can point it out to them and stuff. Plus the bed, the living room, you can actually feel the window is not sheeted properly, and so there's another draft.
Is this the one in your living room?
This is in my living room. Yeah, the other one was in the bedroom. Yeah.
I'm just making that here. And now we're going into your living room window.
Right. And and with this being said, the gasket around the door.
I'm sorry. Going back to your living room window. What did you mention was there's
the window is not sheeted properly, and so there's gap. Like, so if there's like a wind or something like that, it's going to be blowing in, and it's been windy as hell today.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean, I've been able to notice that and whatnot. So plus, so with the living room, it's the weather stripping around the door. Right now, I've made a crude gasket out of duct tape, but that should easily be removed.
Yes.
And whatnot, like that can easily be removed. But it was.
Did you ever have a weather strip? Because I hear front door weather strip once again draft. Did you ever have one?
There is one, but it's old. It expired.
It's a new one.
Correct.
So I'm gonna replace that for you.
Great.
Bathroom exhaust fan is not.
And that's probably the other thing too is maybe the problem that I'm having with the residents upstairs with me. I mean, my fans for the HVAC system and definitely the bathroom fan, it is loud and obnoxious, and it probably vibrates the floors. The bathroom fan definitely needs to be replaced. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. The bearings in it are shot. It's kicked up in sheetrock mud and everything.
Evidence of black mold around the base of the shower.
That's correct.
Staining of vinyl flooring tiles.
That's correct.
Can you just explain a little bit more?
Yeah, actually.
Where exactly is the mold from, or where is it at?
So this is like the shower stall, right? Mm-hmm. So there's a shower. There's like baseboard trim right around here, and so it's because it's wood, and I don't think that they paint it underneath of it and stuff, and so like the molding only looks like that one spot, but the thing is right around here, and then like I said, sorry about the picture. Here's the commode. Yeah,
I just want to get the most information I can.
Yeah, here's the commode and stuff. So like if you're looking at it from the top, there's like evidence of staining around these, and then all the way for these tiles as well.
Okay, cool.
Underneath and stuff. And then like I said, right around here, there's a crack in the wall, and you can actually move it a little bit. Okay. And so like I said, I just but it definitely looks like a mold issue.
Okay.
I'm not too certain more about it or anything like that.
Yeah, and then you said the medicine cabinet does not shut completely.
That's correct. I mean, that's a minor little thing, and I mean, I was thinking about just giving
Yeah.
some.
I see here you requested pest control before I moved in all the way in.
That was correct, and I received 2 notices on my door saying that pest control was going to come.
So I know one time you received notice on a Monday, which pest control was, I think it was on President's Day.
Oh, right. Yeah, I received it like on the 15th.
So
The
what
notice.
happened that day was pest control was supposed to come out that day. We communicated with them, letting them know it was a holiday there, therefore it was a half day for us. They were supposed to come in. They had set up a schedule with us.
Yes,
to
ma'am.
come in before hours that we closed. So they never showed up. They showed up 10 minutes before we had it closed, and we did not want to leave them alone with keys.
I understand that.
So that was probably miscommunication between us.
Well, I received a notice on a couple days later, saying that they were going to be returning. I want to say
into your apartment?
no.
Okay.
And when I'm not around, I have my cameras, going and stuff like that. Because if they're saying that they're going to come in, like I said, you don't trust them with your keys.
Right.
I try to keep surveillance on my stuff too.
Privacy.
Yeah, so I didn't see them coming in or anything of that nature. And so, if that, like, the next time they come about, because I did see like one little baby cockroach, and
Possibly we don't. Let me just check after our conversation if we have keys for your unit as well.
oh yeah. I mean, that's not. That's fine. But that's the only one I've seen. I have like electronic pest things, deterrents as well.
But I mean, obviously there's a bug in your apartment. We still want to.
Well, and I just figured, because I saw a notification that, if you want a thorough job, pull things out of the cabinets and everything. And so, I was kind of waiting on that. And unfortunately, they never came.
Okay. So this checker we have keys to your apartment.
Okay, I appreciate it.
It can possibly be that reason that pest control didn't go in, but as I mentioned, this check first.
Yeah, no worries. And so, it's 7, I'm in 701, yeah. Yes, ma'am.
So for my end, I don't see, we probably don't have keys.
Okay.
So what I can do you have your keys right on you right now?
Yeah.
I can make a copy of that.
You don't need my mailbox,
Give me
one.
1 second, let me just make sure I have one with me.
Yeah, of course. Oh, bless.
I cannot do it if you can just, if you open the door. You have money, right? Just get it.
Do you have them? Oh,
Let me call him right now.
oh yeah. No worries.
Office,
Yeah.
we can make you a copy. Or that way we can make ourselves a copy, and next time pest control comes, we have a key to give them.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
That way we do have the card.
All right.
So we do apologize for that.
No worries. Thanks for trying to work this out.
Absolutely.
I really do appreciate it.
Hey, Eric, are you busy? Oh, is Brian still on property? Does he have a phone? Oh, okay, cool, thank you. I just need someone to open the little storage where I can make a copy of the key. The little storage where the copy maker is at? Yeah, I don't know where she's at, so. Oh, okay, cool, thank you. Well, other than that, before all this issues that we had, except your neighbor situation and this, how has everything been going? Because I know ever since you've been here, you're not as satisfied. So we do want to see what we can do to make it satisfied for you.
The dryers,
We are in the process of trying to get something.
because like that was another issue. I washed my clothes and put them in the dryer and they were still soaked.
So prior to the old management, so we took over this management company back in October. Prior to the old management mentioned, it contacted a company that's out of state to get to install those washers and dryers.
Yeah.
So therefore, we have contacted someone, but we have to wait to see how soon we can get someone down here.
Yes.
To issue those washers and dryers for you. 'Cause I know some of the washers don't fully work as well. So
Yeah,
we're
I've seen
fully
that
aware,
as
yeah.
well too.
We're fully aware of all that. So as I mentioned, we are doing everything that's possible from our end to see if we can get someone out down here immediately to get those issued for you.
I appreciate that. Other than that, I mean, like I said, that's the other thing too is my upstairs neighbors.
What's going on?
They threw food outside the window.
Food outside the window?
Like so,
Like going downstairs?
off their porch.
Yeah.
Off their top porch because I had my doorway. Then there's a couple little rocks.
You know what apartment number it is?
They're 702.
702.
Yeah, and the guy, and the thing is, okay, I did act a little childish and whatnot. I freaking put up a sign saying 702, throwing trash down
You
here.
have to keep her 116, I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Keep her the...
116, I don't have. Oh yeah. Sorry, I was
Just
like,
bring
what?
TJ in the morning now.
I was gonna do the walkthrough.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, they so I put up signs like saying like, hey, 702 throwing food down here and trash. There's plastic and stuff. And it's like, this is, so I put up a couple of signs to shame them. It's like, you can't just do that.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is, if we have pest
What
issues,
kind of trash are you throwing down?
like little plastic, like food trash.
Oh.
And also there's like rice, there was tortillas or some type of flatbread that was thrown down. And it's like, that's excellent bait for pests and everything. And, and it's like, and then they tried taking down my sign and stuff. And well, freaking after they saw it and, I took it down anyways. But the guy actually reached in and closed my door.
Oh wow.
And so I opened up again, like friggin' with my holding my crowbar, and so things are escalating. He's threatened me, made legitimate threats,
What kind of things?
bodily harm. Friggin' be careful what you're messing with, friggin', I'm gonna fuck you up. Oh, but yeah, looking noisy. But and the thing is, the other day, they, approached my car and everything, and I was like, it was since my last apartments, I've been recording when I leave my apartment and then enter my car, because things are weird and stuff. And they were trying to, I thought they wanted to try and talk to me, reasonably, like, hey, maybe we can work this out. No, and it's just like, friggin', don't mind our business, blah, blah, and, basically came up, things are just developing a lot.
I see.
And, I've retreated from the situation. I've tried being nice with them. Yeah, you know what, friggin', the pounding and the noise on the wall, all hours of the night, they're freaking, it's...
Walking or?
Well, a little kid, when they're walking, running around, it's a lot. Last night, it was like around past 11, and it sounded like they were shuffling their feet on the floor. Mm-hmm. And it's just, I have to, put my fan on, my HVAC fan on, just to help drown out some of the noise, but that thing is tremendously loud, in itself. And like I said, it's, I understand they have kids. I mean, hell, on Saturday and stuff, like on the week, I don't, if it's freaking, around 11 o'clock and they're making some, that's fine, but during a week or whatever else, like, they need to respect the time laws. And they should be more aware of, like, and the thing is, like, I know that they've become more aware after some of these situations because, I mean, I've got some severe sleeping issues and whatnot. And if I'm being, waking up, hearing dudes pounding and stuff, like, yeah, my manners aren't going to be the best and such. But they need to be to mind their manners, and it doesn't matter that they're on the second floor and I'm on the first floor. I mean, because there's people that have dogs and stuff, and they run around, but there's a time, for everything. And how you doing, ma'am? Good. Wanted to apologize. Pardon me a second. I wanted to apologize to you for Friday, and felt that it was best just to de-escalate, to take some time off, or just not come back to the office that day to try and handle things with cooler heads and such. And just trying to, like I said, address, concerns as professionally as possible, and to let you know. The way that I acted with the neighbors and stuff, I would have acted no differently than freaking. Well, maybe I'm a little bit louder than a grandma with a broomstick or something like that, but it's the same thing. And it's like, if people have to mind their manners, and I've got documentation of all hours of the night that they're making noises, and it took me, from the 16th to the present day, it didn't have my first encounter with them, I think, until like the 18th or so, or maybe it was even me. Yeah, my days are all confused and such, but the thing is that the situation is escalated, and I feel that maybe I did go a little overboard with, giving them what they were giving me, but they've been going at it constantly, and I understand that there's a kid around and such. I understand that there's, upstairs people are gonna be walking around and stuff, but when you're hearing constant or shuffling and pounding and boom, 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 all hours of the night, that's extremely disrespectful for anybody, and it doesn't matter. What it is. I turn my music down and stuff, and part of the thing is too, I think that there might be, some riffraff, just due to, because my ceiling fans, they vibrate the hell out of things too, and I'm wondering if that's bugging them. Because it's like when my, especially my bathroom one, because it sounds like a damn helicopter going off and everything. And, so, yeah, I just wanted to apologize. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And, that's not what I'm doing.
Are you recording the conversation?
It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I'm trying to talk to you.
I want to resolve something, but I can't talk to you if you're recording
Well,
the conversation. I really, really want to help you, and I want to, get you taken care of, and I understand that you're not happy here.
Well, I thought that,
I want to conversate with you, but I don't want to be recorded, or I don't want to be.
I want to try to take care of it for you as well. We want to do everything as
Well,
possible
I
to
thought.
be comfortable.
Well,
But if you are recording, I am going to ask the same thing. If you could just not record me as well, because I am doing everything from my end that to make you feel comfortable as well.
And we have lives as well.
Much out of this